will watch you later. Do you have some message?
Sorry. Yes.
You see back at home. So we were up there for the theater, but let's see the original entrances. So you start to see the arches, not all of them, but from the left side, first and second one. On the right side, the last big one, they all had the tunnel connections to the main entrances up there. And today's excavation site, you see the excavated pieces, reconstructed part here. These were all the ruins of the huge part where people used to stop for buying the tickets, to get the snacks. And then forget about the entrances up there. They all used to go into the theater just right from here. But that's still the excavation site. The Italians, they left the area in the beginning of November. Here in the site, we see more ruins. So let's say the other excavation site down here, start from those marble pillars from right side till left side down here. These are the ruins of the temple of Apollo before the Christianity was accepted. You may know that the religion was paganism, so people used to pray for many gods and goddesses, especially from Greek. We say from Greek, but even in Roman time, they had the same god or goddess, just the names changed, like Aphrodite became Venus, Apollo was Apollo with the same name. So here, Hierapolis people, they had the god of sun, Apollo. For the honor of Apollo, they built the temple here, and during the temple time here, the huge part, you see, made of travertine in the middle, looks like a wall, that was the huge temple fountain with the running water in front. We are actually in the back side. I show you the front side down there. So imagine there were so many running water here in the temple fountain, and they used to believe that those waters, they were like kind of holy water for them. Actually, they were not holy, but the interesting part, today's Cleopatra's Pool down here, you see where people are moving, also so many trees. It was like the huge socializing part for the local, where they used to enjoy the holy water. Actually, they were just the natural springs came up for the formation of Pamukkale. But as they were not aware of some facts, they used to believe they were given them by Apollo for some holy reasons. That's why they used to pray for the water, they used to cure some illnesses. Those kinds of beliefs, they were all okay till the Christianity was accepted. After Emperor Constantine accepted the Christianity officially, they stopped the temple. They started to, not only for Hierapolis, for all the Roman cities, they started to build the churches. Let's look up to the hill. You see, through left side, through the hill, some more ruins. And these are the ruins of St. Philip Church from 5th century AD. But after they stopped the temple here, they didn't stop the fountain, because that fountain, it became a one for the local, like a public fountain. I can say that water was the main reason that people came and built the city here, but inside the houses, no one had the running water. Just to get their water supplies, remember, they had to stop for the public fountain. They had the public washrooms, public toilets, and public hammams, public baths. And it was all free of charge for them, those facilities, because they never suffer from water. Water was a really nice chance for them to come and build the city. Even for drinking, they use the thermal spring water. Even today we can drink, we have a source in Cleopatra. We can drink the water, it has a taste like soda. Hello? Hello? interesting site we call plutonium, but it means like the entrance of hell. Hell.
Are you ready?
Okay, let me show you the entrance of hell here for you. Actually, we call here plutonium thanks to the statue up there. You see a replica statue up here. Actually, that's the statue of Hades. Have you heard about Hades? The god of hell, underground. Actually, Hades was his Greek name. In Roman time, people used to call him Pluto. That's why we call this part plutonium, which means like Hades place, Hades house. And the interesting part with the plutonium in pagan time, please look down. You see a small arch, just through the arch, just around the statue of Hades in the pagan time, there was like a kind of big hole where some poisonous gases used to come up related with those spring water. And as they were killing the people, and as they were not aware of some facts, they used to believe this entrance, I mean, that big hole was just the entrance for hell, for underground. So to kill some people, to punish some guilty people, they used to send here to the plutonium area. But this plutonium sometimes was related with the temple here next door, because after they stopped there, they were sent here because they were told that you had to sacrifice some animals for the honor of Apollo near the holy water down there. So you see some kind of steps, like a kind of platform. People could sit, could watch the animal sacrifices. After they sacrificed the animals, you see so many rooms around the holy water. They used to pass the rooms, and of course they had to pay. And there was a belief that if they could spend here one night, imagine them like kind of seclusion rooms, Apollo, Hades, or if they really believe, Zeus will come into their dream and will tell them about the problem solutions. They all get the answers, but they were all the pagan beliefs. After the Christianity, they also stopped this part. But those smart Roman people at that time, they turned these rooms near the water source into a small olive oil factory. That's why near the entrance you had seen the big stalls to squeeze the olives. As I mentioned you in the theater ticket section, olive oil, wines, you know, they were the main products. They were actually nice business, olive oil producing and wine producing. So these were the stories, but let me tell you some facts. So you see the bubbles, you still see the spring. So I can say this is still running since that time. Since Roman time, it's still coming up. It's a nice source for us, which is 36 degrees, like Cleopatra. We can still see the bubbles. And when we look up, the statue of Hades, his dog, and the snake figures, they are all replica. The original ones, they are in the museum. You can see after Cleopatra. Okay, okay, let's follow this way for Cleopatra.
एक स्पारो था स्पारो फेमस साइंटिस्ट उसने थ्योरी टेस्ट की थी स्पारो को इधर आ लेकिन फिर उन्होंने
You have to roll all these pieces.